Hi, welcome back. Hope you've had a good week and you're feeling well. So today we're going to look at supine poses, lying down, and what's not to like about lying down. These are going to be easy to do. Might need a brick, or a block, or a cushion, or a blanket, but nothing too difficult. If you need it to make your back comfortable, grab it and just play with it, see if it works. So supine poses are lying down with the ground underneath you. There's going to be a couple of different types, and all of these can be taken after Shavasana. So you can start in Shavasana and move on to these. Same with child pose. You can move from child's pose onto these too. So, first one we're going to look at is one called wind relieving pose. Knee to the chest pose as well. And it does exactly what it says. Traditionally, it's used as a relief for digestion. Strangely enough, if you suffer from any kind of stomach issues, this is perfect. It also releases the lower back, which again becomes tight with dietary issues and stomach discomfort. So let's have a look at it. Move our blocks out of the way. So wind relieving pose. Let's come to lie down flat on the mat. And very simply, if lying like this is uncomfortable, sliding a thin blanket or a thin cushion under the back just eases the spine away from the mat. And do that first before you need to do anything else. So wind relieving pose, let's bring our right knee up and hold on to it, onto the shin, and that's exactly where we need to be. We don't need to worry about holding anywhere else. The shin is perfectly fine. If that's too far away for your arms, back of the thigh, perfectly good. Two things we need to make sure we're doing though. Keeping the straight leg engaged. So that means that the muscles are already switched on. By doing that, the pose doesn't become floppy, okay? So by doing this, everything's switched on and we're going to do the most beneficial move for our body. So we're bringing the knee into the chest and we just hold hands on shin or hands on thigh. We can close our eyes. We can breathe into this. And you can do this in bed. This is lovely first thing in the morning. Easing and opening up the hips. Gets the stomach and digestion kick-started too. And you don't even have to do anything else. So swapping legs. Extend that right leg out nice and straight. Activating the muscles. And we're going to hold on to the shin or the back of the thigh. And just bring the knee into the chest. And by bringing the knee into the chest, we're kick-starting the digestion. So the ascending colon has been kick-started by the right thigh. And now we're going to kick-start the descending colon with the left thigh. By bringing it in, we're giving an internal massage. So bringing that in and just holding on. Gently, not tight, don't force. By forcing it, you're undoing any good work. And just breathe in and enjoy that. And then release. And now we're going to look at a move that goes on from that called revolved belly twist. Again, very simple to do and only go as deep as is comfortable for you. When you move into it, you'll find a release into the hips, further into the pelvis as well, which is important, particularly for women. It's really, really beneficial at certain times of the month when we're feeling discomfort too. So by doing this following twist, you'll be able to alleviate some uncomfortableness that you feel and just give yourself a few moments, which is always important. So let's look at revolved belly twist. So go back to the original position of lying flat. Again, if you need something under the sacrum, just put that there for your own comfort. And then we're going to bring that right knee back up. And we're going to activate the left leg again, switching the thigh muscles on. And if it's more comfortable, push through the heel. This will open up all the muscles, but also you'll feel the hip engage. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swap hands. So we're going to bring the left hand onto the shin, and we're going to have the right hand out flat into a horizontal shape. And very gently we're going to take a breath in, and as we breathe out we're going to very slowly roll that right thigh across. And the reason the left leg is activated is to stop us flopping. It's going to give us an anchor, and it's going to stop the body just tipping over. So we're going to activate the bottom leg, roll very gently over to where is comfortable for you. Please do not worry that the knee does not go to the floor. That is not the aim. To create this bodily twist across the torso, aiding stomach, massaging the organs and opening the thigh and hip is more key. So we're coming to a point of twist. Now you can keep your hand on your thigh for weight, and that will just allow that twist to feel a bit deeper. You can have the hand with the fingers tucked into the crease of the knee to give you maybe a little bit of a weight, to feel that you're not overbalancing, which can happen. Or you could place your right foot on your thigh, and as you go over, you might feel that that's grounding you. Once you're in that position and you feel that you're comfortable, you can keep the head facing the ceiling or turn in the opposite direction to give that opposition of twist. And just relax, breathe in, and allow it to do exactly what it's meant to do for you. So let's swap legs and see it in the opposite direction. So taking our right hand onto the left shin this time, opening up the left arm, we're going to engage through that right foot and push through the heel of the right foot to give us an anchor. Taking a breath in, and as we breathe out, we're going to leave space in the belly to allow that twist to happen. So very gently taking our time, rolling over to the right, and come to where it's comfortable for you. Hand on the knee, hand on the thigh, elbow can rest on the ground. And if you feel that you're too high up and your knee's flailing around, don't worry. A block under the knee is perfectly good. It means that the leg can just give. So try and experiment and see what works with you. Everyone is different. So let's bring that knee back into the centre and just bring it in for a hug to release, and then we're going to come back up. Okay, one move that flows nicely into another and gives you two different sets of benefits. So the very nice knee into the chest or wind relieving pose can be done morning and night, and the same with the twists. Both beneficial, both great for the body, and both giving some lovely results when you're doing them. So let's look at one more thing, and this is called Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. Exactly what it says. You don't have to be against a wall, but for balance, you feel more comfortable, you can do that. But I'm going to show you without the wall, and you apply it wherever you can. You don't need a lot of space, and that's the beauty of some of these. Legs up the wall, you have a small rectangle where your legs fit, go for it. With Viparita Karani, a blanket under the hips and pelvis may feel more comfortable, particularly as your legs are going to be up in the air, and that area can feel more sensitive as the legs are the heaviest part of the body. So let me show you. So you can use a block, but it may lift your pelvis higher than you feel comfortable with. But we'll look at that. So Viparita Karani. Again, back down. Hands by the sides to give us balance. And it is very simple. Legs up the wall. If you very gently flex the feet, the legs will stop from flailing out. So a slight muscle activation, if you're not balancing against the wall, will just stop the legs from juddering when the muscles are starting to relax. And it is that simple. Allow the feet to just ease off in their tension, and you will start feeling more softness. You may even feel tingles in the soles of your feet, and that shows that your blood circulation is moving around and doing a great job. You might start feeling lightness in the shins. This is absolutely fantastic for beneficial heart circulation. As the legs are facing the ceiling, the circulation of the body is working in the opposite way. So the heart is having to work and create extra oxygen and extra movement for this to happen. Extremely beneficial too for the brain, as this is classed as an inversion. An inversion is where the head is lower than the heart. And this again reoxygenates the blood, reoxygenates the brain. Very invigorating and great as a parasympathetic pose, which is a nerve calming pose. And we all need that every now and again. So let me show you with the block under the hips, which can be taken at the wall or without it. So bending the knee, we're going to slide it underneath. And we all know where the sacrum is, the triangle bone at the base of the spine. So we can slide that block there, using our feet to lift up our hips, and very gently resting back. You will know if you've got this in the right place. It will feel not quite balanced if it's put in the wrong place. Just experiment and move it around, and you will know when you're there. So taking the hands by the side, bend the knees, and slowly raise the legs. And this is a great alternative if you haven't got space against a wall anywhere. Fantastic if you're travelling and you need to revive your legs. And just great as a calming, ideal pose. Stress relieving and peaceful. Take your time. You can be here as long as it feels comfortable. Going against the wall does give extra muscle release. So try that too and see how you feel. Very gently bring the legs down, feet to the mat, remove the block, and just allow the difference of the back against the ground as you lift and rock the pelvis. Now the block has gone and you've rested. So, 3 poses, lying down, so what's not to love? Calming, peaceful, beneficial too. Have a go. I'm sure you'll find something that you like. Take care. See you soon.